We are in the exile box and someone asked about naming parts. So what I thought I would do is just go through some of my exiles. Also, I invite you not to be concerned about how many parts I have. I've been working with my parts for over 20 years and I only have about 80 parts in my boxes. That's like 4 parts per year. You meet more than 4 people per year. So this is not unmanageable at all. So just to say. Anyway, here we have in the parts box. Okay, now usually I use finger puppets for my parts, but some things cannot be finger puppets. For instance, here's a printout of the glass caterpillar. As you can see, it's a caterpillar on a leaf. Very epic. We saw this caterpillar once online somewhere because let's just say we have firefighters who love Facebook. So as a result, one day I had a part and this part said, I'm the glass caterpillar. And I said, I cannot get you a finger puppet because that's not happening. And the glass caterpillar said, that's fine, but just print me out of me, you know? So I printed out a glass caterpillar on a very nice piece of paper and here we have it and we just keep it in our parts box. So that's one part. Another one time, long ago, not now, but in the past, I had a massive sugar addiction. So bad, I was an alcoholic of sugar. It's horrifying. And so a part wanted to be a Cookie Monster part. So they said, go online and get me a Cookie Monster part. I think I did a pretty good job. It's a patch, and I ordered it off of like eBay or Etsy. There you go, Cookie Monster part. Then, let's see. We have the seahorse. So some parts are just called the name of the animal that they are. The seahorse, that's my part who feels like they're weird. Oh, here's Bear. We love Bear. Bear's great. Bear's awesome. What makes Bear so awesome? Bear, what makes you so awesome? Bear said, headaches, my friend. This is my part who starts getting a headache if it needs to get my attention. And then I go, oh my God, Bear. The minute I get a headache, I'm like, Bear, what's going on? And then I talk to Bear. And half the time, if I can address the issue, we don't get a headache. Bear. Epic. Everybody should have a bear part, if you ask me. Woo! Okay. Oh, look at the lobster. The lobster and the crab go together. Where's Crab? Hey, lobster, where's Crab? Oh, here's your friend. Okay. All right. So here's the lobster and here's the crab. And by the way, if you forget about your parts, what you can do is like on your box, see here, I write down some of the names and like what the parts are. So you can write or keep a piece of paper like in your box of parts so that you don't like forget, because sometimes I do forget, I'm not gonna lie. All right, so here we have the lonely crab and the worthless lobster. So these are two of my very deeper exiles. This was the crab, wait, no, lobster who felt very worthless. And this was the crab who felt lonely. They are very unburdened at this point and they're very happy and they live in the sea and they're friends. Yep. And again, look at their names. They're just like lobster and crab, you know? So you kind of, I memorize the name and then what is associated with the name, right? Okay, at a certain point, I organized my parts into like the leader of the parts and then the next down part. And the leaders were all these IKEA puppets. Like Pea Pie is an IKEA, one of my very original puppets. And then when we made the second in command for P, that part's name is Pea Pie, like P and then PI, like 3.14. And Pea Pie is made out of felt. See, I traced P on felt and then made a felt Pea Pie. That's what Pea Pie wanted to be, so okay, that's what I did. So there you go, Pea Pie, Pea Pie. Why is Pea Pie named Pea Pie? That's what Pea Pie wanted to be called. Okay. Let's see. Oh, we have some Dune people. Not many, but like this is like a little Red Riding Hood puppet, but this is my Alia part. Those who know Dune know Alia. Okay. Okay, these two always get confused. I mean, I did not pick them, right? So they picked themselves and they decided that they wanted to be LP and LB. And they always get confused. It's like having twins. It's very much like craziness. So LP is the one with the yellow shirt. I had to write this down. I'm reading it off of here. And LB is this one, okay? And they are longing parts. They're exiles that always have a longing for something. And there's so much longing that they needed to be two parts. So they decided to be two parts, and so here they are. LP, longing, get it? Longing part, but it's spelled ELPE, longing part, LP, and then LB, ELBE. So that's them. They chose their name. But their name is, LP, ELPE, LP longing part is connected to, their function too. So that's helpful. Although the twin part is, I'm rolling with it. I am rolling with it. Okay, so who else do we have in here? Let us see if there's anybody else. Well, we have a trio here. These three go together. And their names are, okay, Jazzy, who has the pink hat. I'm reading this too. Jazzy, pretty epic. And then this is Artemisia. And then this is Chi-Chi. So these three go together and they carry like kind of beliefs. Chi-Chi carries a belief about not being like attractive or like being thought not attractive, which is obviously like socially imposed upon her. And Artemisia has to do with art. And then Jazzy is kind of like the leader of this trio who's always like, we're so jazzy and we're so awesome. And Jazzy definitely like thinks that Chi-Chi is the most gorgeous and fabulous, and that Artemisia is the most artistic. And so these exiles are like, I don't know, they just always come together in this little trio. Like sometimes I have pairs or trios of parts, and that's just what happens here. Like LB and LP, they definitely come together. And also the lonely crab and the worthless lobster, they also often come in a pair. So, okay. What else do we have? We have, the hungry caterpillars. They're eating parts. They're just caterpillars. Like there's the green caterpillar and the yellow caterpillar. Let's see. Oh my. Ooh. Now we have a very deep part. Okay, this one. All right. Okay. All right, obviously this is a rattlesnake. Like that's not, like my managers are like, it's not complicated to see that that's a rattlesnake. Maybe, but the name of this part is cobra, which is kind of epic. It chose its own name, and its name is Cobra. So if you're confused, that's your problem, because this part decided to name itself Cobra. And this is actually my survival terror part. So it's a super deep part, and we really love Cobra. Cobra, you're awesome. Cobra's like, thank you. I carry a lot of terror. It's not fun for me. Yes. Okay. Let's see. Who else do we have? We're getting closer to the bottom of the barrel here. All right. This is the poodle, the pink poodle, and I just mentioned it to someone today. Oh, yeah. I was a program assistant for an IFS training, and the pink poodle gets really excited and likes to be like super friendly to everybody. And some people did not like the pink poodle. And so people were really not happy with the pink poodle, because then other people's managers were kind of like, oh, you're too perky, or whatever. And the pink poodle's sad. But the pink poodle actually comes along with, where is the pink poodle's little friend? Oh, I don't know where it is. Oh, well, that will be for another day, because I don't know where the pink poodle's friend is. Anyway, there's like this one, it's like a mole rat, the naked mole rat. And like underneath the pink poodle is an even more vulnerable little naked mole rat, but I don't know where the naked mole rat is. And it's supposed to be in the exile box, but it's not. So moving right along. Okay, so what else do we have in here? Well, there's a few more in here, but I think that's enough for now. So those are some of the names of my parts and why they're named what they are and what they do and what they're all about.